everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Gamers Podcast. We're back here, just kind of get straight into the business here. Gonna be talking about Battlefield 6, just in addition to all the other new games that are upcoming and kind of coming out. I'm gonna be talking about it. You got the trailer kind of playing here, also having some Battlefield 4 gameplay kind of playing in the background. I'll be getting into all that later. But yeah, just kind of gonna jump right into it. Back here on the podcast, there's a lot of new stuff to talk about, as I was saying. Kind of new games and stuff upcoming and coming out and whatnot. In the near future and stuff. So yeah, got a lot to talk about in terms of games here and stuff like that. So a lot of more podcast episodes I got planned to come out, talking about some more games that are coming out, and Battlefield 6 is one of them. The trailer just came out just as of recent. This is the trailer you guys are seeing right now. And then I'm going to also be playing the multiplayer trailer in the background, so you guys will see it just got recently released. And yeah, we're going to be talking about it. Now, there's not too much to go off of, like talking wise and whatnot until it actually comes out. This is the typical formula. Sometimes I'll do here on the podcast. Sometimes I'll talk about a game before it comes out, then I'll talk about it after it actually releases, and if I play it or whatever, I'll talk about it. So in this case, Battlefield 6 is set to release on October 10th, 2025. So in a couple short months here. I think I'm going to definitely be talking about it either when it comes out or a little bit after it comes out. So I'm going to definitely be doing a follow-up podcast on this. We're just going to be kind of getting right into it here. So definitely, like I was saying, though, not much to go off of. I'm going to be reading a short article and talking about it. But it's looking exciting. So just getting it from Wikipedia here. It's very straightforward to read off of and whatnot. So Battlefield 6 is an upcoming first-person shooter game developed by DICE under the collective branding of Battlefield Studios and published by EA Sports. Well, not EA Sports, but Electronic Arts. Thinking about EA Sports as a whole. They do Madden and whatnot. But no, just Electronic Arts, the company themselves. Serving as the 18th installment in the Battlefield series after Battlefield 2042. The game will release on October 10th, 2025 on PlayStation 5, Windows, and Xbox Series X and S. Of course, on February 3rd, the Electronic Arts announced an initiative titled Battlefield Labs, a closed-access worldwide playtest for an upcoming installment in the Battlefield series. The reveal confirmed that the game was being developed by DICE under the collective branding of Battlefield Studios. For its closure in 2024, Ridgeline Games also involved in the development, focusing on single-player campaign. The announcement video featured gameplay from the pre-alpha build of Battlefield 6 and also confirmed the game's modern warfare setting. By March 2025, early gameplay footage from Battlefield Labs had been leaked online by playtesters. On July 19, 2025, the game's title was leaked early when Electronic Arts sent packages to influencers. Featuring the Battlefield 6 logo, of course, you'll see. On July 21st, Battlefield Studios announced that the upcoming title would have an open beta prior to its official release. The game was officially revealed as Battlefield 6 on July 22nd, 2025, when Electronic Arts announced the premiere date for the official release trailer, which was released on July 24th, and just some other dates here. On July 23rd, an additional teaser was published on the Battlefield social media pages. The teaser indicated that the central conflict set in 2027 will involve a fractured NATO and a private military named Pax Armada. On August 1st, 2025, the multiplayer trailer was released. I'll also be showing that, like I was saying. Excuse me. The trailer showed off gameplay from the game modes, introducing new gadgets and mechanics, as well as a heavily destructive environments and featuring features from previous releases, such as being able to collect dog tags from performing takedowns on enemy players, a feature missing from the previous installment. Then, of course, Battlefield 6 is set to release on October 10th, 2025 on PlayStation 5, Windows, Xbox Series X and S. On all platforms, the base game will retail at $69.99, so pretty much $70, and the Phantom Edition, Special Phantom Edition, will retail at $99, again, just rounding up to $100. So, that's pretty typical. You got your games coming out. It's pretty typical price range, and that's pretty much the end of the article as well. But it's pretty typical price range. Then typically for a more special edition of a game, you're going to be looking at up to $100, depending on the kind of game. So that's pretty typical price range. Nothing too crazy out of there. Now, a lot of people, particularly I've been seeing in the past couple days, especially since it got released across all boards and whatnot, and the trailer came out. A lot of people are critical of it. A lot of people are saying, and in the comments section of the trailer, YouTube video, and whatnot, a lot of people are saying don't pre-order it, because a lot of people are skeptical of Battlefield. Fairly enough, from kind of what 2042 was, the last Battlefield installment. Of course, I guess technically it was Battlefield I know it's just another installment, whatever. But a lot of people are critical of it, and I think fair enough. Battlefield 2042 wasn't the best. Didn't leave off on the best impression. And I don't know, a lot of people are critical, and I agree with them. I'm kind of critical or skeptical, whatever it is you want to say. And I agree. I feel like I'm one of those people that are critical of it. But I have high hopes. I have high hopes for Battlefield 6. A lot of people aren't really too. I think they're cautiously optimistic, as they say. I think Battlefield 6 from the trailer and the multiplayer trailer that we just kind of watched through the background thing here. It looks good. It looks like a good deal. I think if they have a campaign, I'm not entirely sure if they do have a campaign. I didn't see anything for a campaign. I think they do. I think they're going to be a campaign. Actually, let me check. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed that typing bit. But yes, it says, according to Battlefield 6 will feature a full-length single-player campaign. The campaign is expected to include 9 story missions set in various locations, and it aims to bring storytelling back to the franchise, which is a good description. Additionally, Motive Studios is involved in delivering a blockbuster campaign experience, so that's good. That's good. Very excited for the campaign. Then, kind of what it looked like. I think I saw some of it in the trailer, but I just wanted to confirm. I didn't want to fact check it. Make sure there was a campaign confirmed. But yeah, so the campaign looks good. Everything. I have high hopes for the campaign, and you know me, I'm a campaign guy. I like story based games more or less, and also multiplayer games. But I like story games if you got a good story. So I'm definitely excited for the campaign and just the multiplayer and everything. I have high hopes, and a lot of people, other do, but I think, like I was saying, cautiously optimistic. So it has met a fair amount of criticism, but I think people are going to buy it and try it out, and I think a lot of people are waiting to pre-order it, or they're not pre-ordering it, I should say, and just waiting to find gameplay and see if it's worth it or not. But me personally, I think I'm going to wait till it comes out. I don't think I'm going to be doing any pre-ordering. I'm just going to kind of follow some of the other people because I kind of want to wait and see if the game is worth buying. And I think if the game, regardless, I'm definitely going to do a follow-up podcast. Whether I buy the game or not, I'm just going to do some research and whatnot. But if I do buy the game, I'll definitely do a follow-up podcast. And I'll be talking to you guys about how, my overall experience with it like I do with some other follow-up podcasts. But yeah, that's kind of the long and the short of it. It's a lot, like I said, a lot of criticism, but it looks like a good game. It looks like a good game. It's the next installment. Waiting a while for the Battlefield since 2020. Battlefield 24 came out, 2042 came out, so that's like 5-ish years. And along with the other new games that are coming out, you got Black Ops 7 we talked about, that's coming out. A couple of other new games coming out, so you got a lot of new games coming out. So there's a lot of good stuff to be excited for gaming and whatnot. So it's good to kind of hopefully bring back the story-based franchise. So hopefully, in my personal opinion, I'm going to kind of be with everybody else. I'm cautiously optimistic about Battlefield 6, but it looks good. From just the first impressions of the trailer and whatnot, it looks like a good deal. So that's my kind of first impressions on it. And then we'll definitely come back to this when it actually fully comes out in October. So not too far away. I mean, pretty much at the beginning of October, so it's not really that far away. You got the rest of August, September, then October. It's here, so yeah, not too much farther. So yeah, but it looks like an exciting game. So again, figured I'd come on here and talk about it. It was a pretty big hype surrounding it and pretty big deal. So I figured I'd come on the podcast and talk about it a little bit. Again, not too much to talk about, as sometimes this is how it is with games. I read the article, Wikipedia. There's not too much to go off of until the game actually comes out. But I figured I'd just come on here and talk about it real quick, and yeah, I thought it'd be pretty interesting. So that'll pretty much do it for today's episode of the podcast. And like I was saying, along with all those new games coming out, new upcoming games and whatnot, and games that are coming out soon, I'll be making a lot more podcasts talking about different things. So I got a lot more podcast plans, so I'll be definitely staying consistent with that, and other things. So yeah, just stay tuned. Got a lot of good stuff coming. Yeah, that'll pretty much do it for today's episode, though. Of course, leave a comment down below, feedback, all that good stuff. Of course, leave a comment down below what you think of Battlefield 6 and kind of the your first impressions on it with the with the trailers and everything and whatnot. Are you the same with me and everybody else, most of the other fans and whatnot? You gonna wait to pre-order it, or are you kind of skeptical of it, or you're gonna wait till it comes out and see some gameplay, or you're just gonna pre-order it and play it when it comes out, get some special edition, whatever it is it may be, whatever you think Battlefield 6 or what your plans are to buy it or just to not buy it, whatever it is it may be, leave a comment down below. I think it's a very interesting topic to talk about just because a lot of buzz surrounding Battlefield 6, so I think it's a good topic to talk about. So yeah, leave comments down below, always open. And yeah, with all that being said, make sure to subscribe for more content, like the video, all good stuff, Discord, Twitch, Instagram, Twitter, links in the description as always. Yeah, just kind of doing some social media stuff, kind of tweaking up some stuff. It's always in the description. I got a lot of just trying to keep up with social medias, of course, but that's kind of a thing I'm doing. It's kind of behind the scenes thing. Sometimes I'll say, but yeah, and sometimes I'll do that. But yeah, for now, I will see you guys in the next video.